Well, good morning to you. Guy Watson here, Bognor Bonsai. One thing I mentioned on my last video, I said that the Orange Dream #1 that I worked on has started coming out in leaf. So I just thought I said I'd show you a picture how it was doing. So here we are. And yes, there's definitely leaves coming out on most parts of this tree. So I think it survived its major root pruning. So it's looking quite nice. Anyway, just thought I'd show you that to show that some things do come out for the best. Right, let's get on with today's project. Okay, well here we have today's little project. It's a sycamore. I love the sort of zebra type bark on these trees. It's got to be repotted, but it's too top heavy. These branches up here are too thick to be at the apex of a tree, so I think we're going to have to chop this right back to here. Got to sort out some branches down here and repot it. So if we get my tools together, let's have a go at that. Right, okay, well, having a look at this, I'll try and bring it a bit closer so you can see. There are roots growing on the surface here and coming up over here, so it's definitely getting a bit pot bound in here. So let's have a look and see what we've got. I don't know if this is going to come out straight away. Yes, it will. There we go. Oh, haven't got my tools ready. You really should sort yourself out. Don't think we're going to need that one. Yes, definitely need to repot this. Oh, we're solid. I'm surprised I had any drainage at all on this one. Right, okay, well, just to give you a quick update, I've been having a go at these roots, and just to give you a quick update of how I'm doing. I've been at it now about 20 minutes with a root hook, slamming it down, raking away, and there are so many roots here. This is ridiculous. It's a matter of having to go at one root, pulling it out, and then going back in to find another one. Not exactly that interesting, so I'll just finish this off. I'll come back just before the washing. Okay, well, I've got somewhere, and I'm going to go and quickly give it a wash and see if I can see some more afterwards. Right, off to the washing up bowl. Well, after a lot of washing, I think we now got some roots we can see with. So let's just start by chopping some of these long ones off. Then we can see what the hell's going on here. I don't really want to lose that whole root, but no, it's got to come off. Oh, and here's a massive thing. Where's it coming from? Oh, right in there. Oh. These sycamores are certainly rapid growers. Mind you, it probably hasn't been repotted for, probably coming on for about 4 years, so that would tie in with all this massive amounts of root. That root there is coming up. Still some wrapping around here. They're slowly getting more manageable. I don't think it'll be going back into that same pot again. Now what's going on under here? Although we've got quite a good root base starting, I think I need to now encourage it to spread out more. So I'll put it into a more flat oval pot, I think. One of these. There's plenty of, yep, so that'll be fine. It's only a plastic trading one, but it'll allow the roots to spread round. There then. That's going across all over the place. Now we're getting somewhere, I think. Oh dear. Oh, there's 2 roots over here. Don't really want both of those. Take the top one off. That's coming upwards. Now we're starting to get something reasonable, I think. Right, I think we're going to call that a day at that. Now then, let me just wash myself up, clean this up, and we'll have a quick look at pruning up some branches before I repot. Right, I've just had to check that's recorded. I've had a bit of trouble with that, making sure it's actually clicked in. Right, let's see what we got here. Now then, as I said earlier, this is too much up here. So let's start by chopping that off, leaving a bit of room for dieback. And I'm wondering if I don't need this one. Actually, what I'll do, I'll cut that one off there. And yeah, I think this one has got to go as well. And we'll chop that a bit shorter. That I think is going to be the front of the tree. There are buds coming here, but I'm going to leave that to see what promotes on there. There's 2 coming out here on the same level. What else have we got? They're okay down there at the moment. So there's one at the back. This one here. We've got to keep that one there because it's going to be a bit of a blank space here. Another 3 up there, that looks okay. Take this one off in there. And I think, that's what's going to have to stay like that for now. Okay, let's get rid of that. We'll find my pot. Put a bit of soil into it. I'll just put some rocks around it again, just to weight it down. Do I want it central, or... Actually, hang on, let me just make sure the camera's showing correctly. I'm falling over my bucket of soil now. Let's pull you back a bit. There we go, I think that's got you all in. Possibly slightly over to that side. We've got some surface roots showing, so I think that'll do. Right, before I put any more in, we'll work that in. Too long anyway. Right, that's not looking too bad, I don't think. Just pile a bit of soil up here just to make sure those roots are covered. Right, I think that'll do. So let's clean this up, water it and put some rocks on it. Right, let's do some watering. Once again, this has been a fairly quick repotting video. So I did actually take some pictures of transplanting an olive tree into a pond basket, and I got my Chinese Fringe Flower, what do they call it, repot chinensis, out of the poly house the other day. And it's in flower, so I might just quickly put some pictures of that up for you to have a look at. And there we go. One sycamore repotted. So just hope for these buds down here to burst, and here, and I can probably cut these branches back. But until now, that's it for now. Right, lovely sunny day. Let's see how I get on for the rest of it. Well, I hope that this one today will be a nice, quick, simple little job. Take about 5 minutes, I hope. This is an olive I've got growing here, just in an ordinary pot. I'm going to take that out and transplant it into this pond basket. And we also have a willow, goat willow, that's popped up there. Goat willow, or a gay fanner was telling me that that is the pussy willow. Another name, which I wasn't aware of at the time, but fair enough. So that's the little job for today. So let's have a look and see what it's like. I've got it ready for repotting here. I think that's nice. And there is a monkey nut. We've got a couple of birds floating about. A couple of jays, a couple of magpies. They come down, feed them monkey nuts. But they obviously just bury them in plants and then forget they're there, a bit like squirrels. That we also have from Hotten Park. They occasionally have a couple of the monkey nuts. I don't mind, because I love watching wildlife in the garden. Right, well, before I put this, but just strictly pot it, let's chop some roots off that are going right down. This one down at the bottom here I don't like at all. That's looking better already. This one's coming down a bit. That's going to start to look a lot more radial. And there. And I think actually that'll got the stuff. That's got the start of looking like a proper radial root base. Oops, is that too high for you? Right there, so I think that'll be nicely done. So let's put some soil into this pond basket. Put that on there. Actually a bit more soil first, I think. I haven't wired it. I'll put a couple of big stone or heavy stones that I can put around the front, around the tree. Right, that's ready for watering. Right, let's just pot up this goat's willow. Actually, we ought to have a look at the roots on this one before I do it, shouldn't we? This one up here is too high. I don't like the look of this one bending round, so there we go. Right. Oh, wrong pot. Oh, we'll put that in there. That'll do, that height. And there we go. Right, we get some rocks and just water them, and that'll be that done. And then just for completeness, before I put the rocks on, quick 360 of this olive, and they start to look quite a nice little shape. I'm looking forward to it growing again. It's got some nice well-drained soil now, so that should be fine. And I think that looks more roughly than front. And here's the goat willow that's not really worth showing you a 360 because it's a stick. Right, so let's put this olive back on the bench and see where we go from there. Thank you. Just thought I'd show you this one. I've been clearing out my poly house, now the temperatures are coming up. And this is my Loropetalum sinense, or Chinese Fringe Flower. I believe it's also called a Chinese witch hazel. It's got some lovely little red flowers on it with the red leaves. I just thought you'd like to see it. I obviously got to do some work on it. All I've done is pull a few weeds out. I think it looks quite a spectacular little tree. Bush rather. But that's a little tidy up job for the future, so you'll see this one again shortly. Just thought I'd put it in for now though. Thank you. And while I think about it, here's another tree I've just brought down from Polyhouse. I'm not quite sure what it is. I know it's known as a zebra tree, but I don't know what its proper name is. If anyone can tell me what it is, please let me know. Right, oh, and it was mentioned the other day, there was some little problem with my videoing. The problem is, as I come up here, if the sun's up over that side, it's fine. But as it starts coming around up here, the sun starts coming from up there and it gets horrible out here. The light shining, and then it progresses around over to there and shines directly down onto the table here. So I'll have to be up early and do my videoing. But if I am a bit late, I do apologise, because it does make the colour or the brightness cause problems. Right, thank you very much.